Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Minecraft. The hopper doesn't go any faster. But what does go faster? Ooh. Right. I mean, that's quite horrendous, so we'll stop that now. I'm wondering about the unloading speed. So I do have a possibility for rebuilding the station down there. That's a faster unloading. Yeah, but anyway, I don't like that. It's far too noisy. I really don't like that at all. What I kind of wanted was something that would take the material out of the furnaces as it sort of goes through, and then gently places it into a new water stream. So we don't want something that's going to be ticking continuously, because that sounds absolutely horrendous, and we don't really want to be exposed to that kind of thing. However, we also need to realize that this has got to be something that can be kind of tileable as well, so we don't just want it on one dropper. So I mean, there's one that I did back at the farm. That's all I need right there. So we got the standard kind of one, which is you have a redstone comparator right here. You put a comparator out the back like that, and then you take a repeater like this. Yeah, I need some redstone dust as well. Didn't think this through, did I? It'd really help if I took these boxes with me rather than running backwards and forwards to them all the time, but there we go. And we'll go back over here. So we want a repeater right here, and this is an old one that and then you just put the repeater in here. You need to have a block in here. You've got a building block right in on that side. This is basically the one that we use on the chicken farm. So you have any items go into here. It doesn't really matter what you got. It's not going to do anything there unless I pop that bit in as well. Now that forms a circuit. It kicks them out at that kind of speed, which isn't too bad, but you can do a much better one than that, and you can make it faster. So if we just break these here a minute. So that's basically the one that we used on our chicken farm back in the spawn shop back at the main base. The new one that I used was observers and a piston, I think it was. I remember how to do this now. I believe that I had an observer. No, I didn't have the observer that way round. The observer was this way round. Oh, I know what it was. It was basically observe like that, and then there was an observer here and here, was it? It's something like that. Might not have even been that many, and then there was a piston that brought that up. How did I do this bit? There you go. I always forget that that doesn't actually emit a signal that the observer, like it's not a block state change, and that's the bit that I forget. My redstone is still very basic at the moment, so this isn't a block state change, and observers observe a change in the state of a block. That's what they observe. The redstone comparator picks up a signal output, so if this one has got any items in it, it puts out a signal, which then activates this one, which this one then does observe, which puts out a... well, actually, this one doesn't really matter for that point. What this one's doing here is, if we go into here, like this, drop in a few items there, like that, it's going really insanely fast like this. I wonder if we can do this without that observer. Do we need to have this observer? I think we do in order to change the state of the block. But could it be done with just one of these? I think the reason it can't is because this one detects the other one observing. So they click each other on and off until something else changes. If I put a few in there, I've only got one state change there, and then nothing else will happen. It's just kind of stuck there forever. And that one has left that one extended, so nothing's going to change. So you've got to have an observer in here like this. Nope, sorry, observer wrong way round. That's not going to do anything either. So we want to get rid of that one. We want to put an observer facing the observer, and then it pulls it back. Now, in order for this to work better, rather than the hopper coming in the top, what we want with this one is... Actually, I suppose we could do it with the hopper coming in the top, but actually, for this one to work best, what we'd actually want is a hopper coming in that side and a hopper coming in that side, because it's activating it faster than one hopper can move. So what we then want to do is, I can chuck in a stack of those. It's doing that. But if I go in this side, I chuck in a stack as well. It's chucking them out at a rate that two hoppers can chuck stuff in. I could actually go back here, and I'm fairly confident that this would be able to cope with 3. So we could do one of these items every 3 hoppers. So I can put some more up in there like that. We can... That one's already got a good 30-odd items in. I can put a few more in there. And if I look in here, it's just about keeping up with 3 hoppers right there. And then once they all run out again, so we only need to have one of these per 3 over there, which would make it very, very easy and quick to load up. Now, we could actually do a little bit more than that. I could put a hopper in the top there and a hopper in the top right there, and then we could go in the side and one in the top, and we could go in the side and one in the top there. So we essentially have 5 of them all coming in together. Let's go and have a look over this way a minute. And we'd do this in 5s. We could have them running down through. Now, I could also have a line of chests coming down so that we've got back storage here. Then no, actually, that's not going to make any difference. So we don't want any storage on there. We just want the hoppers going straight into the unloader. That pops it into an item stream, and then we take the item stream back over that way. So we've got another item stream that we've got to deal with. That's not a problem. We don't mind having additional item streams to deal with. It's a very, very minor inconvenience. Now, if we have a look up through here, you will see that we have run out of bamboo. Up to this point. So we're filling up at the moment. Cactus plants up to there. So we've got cactus to here, and then that's it. And then underneath this one, we will already be getting some dyes filling in there, which is absolutely brilliant. And the cactus plants will just keep running. So what we're then going to want to do is we're going to need to be able to break a block here so that we can mark where that one's going to come out. And we're going to want a block broken there to mark where that one's going to come out. And then we're going to run down to the end, and we're going to do the same on these 2. Actually, that's the wrong one there. Have I picked one of those up? No, I haven't. I wonder if it will actually pick it up for me. No. It's a bit of a shame. Can I catch you? Got one! You'd think that it would catch them. There's something that I've heard some YouTubers say that they think is still a bit of a bug in this game. When you break a block from the top, you should actually be able to catch it every time. Because of the mechanics of the way the game works. I wasn't quite sure what they meant with their... They did have some very solid reasoning to it, but I didn't quite get all of the reasoning. But anyway, you should be able to get it from the top. If you're breaking a block from the top, because of the distance that the block is supposed to move between... it moves up to a meter, so if you break it, it's within the meter when you're breaking it, so therefore you should be able to pick it up. I guess that does make sense. Now... if we're going to be turning this into an item unloading thing, do I take a line of hoppers underneath each of these, I could just put one line of hoppers all the way along, down to the end, and have one item unloader at the end of it, rather than having several. That might be a better way of doing this. I mean, eventually we're going to have a lot more bamboo and stuff coming through, but I still think that the material that is processed underneath, that would probably be alright with one item per 4 ticks. So we wouldn't necessarily need, well, we'll just use the same build that we've got over there. One hopper coming in, would that be enough? I mean, I could actually build it in the middle. If we have a chain of hoppers coming in that way, and a chain of hoppers coming in that way, and then they both meet in the middle on one unloader there, that could be a better way of doing it. If all 32 furnaces on each line are running, it's less likely to be sort of spasming continuously. I think that could work. I think that could actually be quite successful. Well, what's... It's not... Oh. That would be why it won't let me fly, because my elytra has broken. I may have mending on it, but I've also not got much in the way of... Did I get a ding on this previously? I haven't got much in the way of any XP gains at the moment, so I'm going to need to do that. I mean, I've got a couple stacks of green dye now that we can go and get, so we'll go and do that a minute. We'll go and get the green dye, and then we will continue on with this little... Actually, I want to get some scaffolding. I've got scaffolding somewhere. I used a load to build that one. I think I've gone and put it back in here somewhere. Scaffolding. It's not in there. Where is my scaffolding? I'm gonna pick those two up. I'm gonna take them with me. I left it here somewhere. Yeah. The problem I've got is that Senleia has tidied it away. Where has... Now, this is the thing, is I've now got to try and think like Sen. I've got to think like a woman. Where would the love of my life go and put things when she's putting them away? And the reason that it's difficult to try to get inside the mind of Senleia is because not even Senleia knows how it works. So, how someone like me has got a chance of figuring this out... Long story short, I don't. I got no chance at all. This is just pure guesswork. We're going through here. There's some dripstone there. Got a whole load of dripstone there. Nice. We brought a bell back. Oh yeah, of course we brought it back from that village, didn't we? And there. No, we got plenty of food. Diamond armor. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Still nothing. Where's he gone? I definitely had several... I had like 3 stacks of the stuff over there. No, 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 no. So it's not in that inventory. It's not in this inventory here. It's nowhere to be seen. I had some stacks of scaffolding that... Oh, wait. There's one more option that we've got. There's some chests over here. There are 3 shulker boxes here, plus there's some over there as well. We've got... Well, I got bamboo there. Go and use that. Right, well, it's not in that one. We've got shulker boxes here. Aha! There we go. Right, we're going to be needing that, and I'm going to want to use it just for a minute so that I can scramble up here, because I can't get up there at the moment. I don't have a working elytra. Another reason for me wanting to go back to the end. Someday soon. I might actually do that. A day or two. Just have a little bit of a fly around and find some more islands and do some stuff there. Ooh. Yeah, well, we got to put in some of these now. So we will Is it you? Yeah, you've got them in there. So we will pop that one down, and we will take a stack of levers. I'll actually take I'll leave that one. I'll take that one. So we've actually got a full stack. Now, I've got to shift-click these on the front like that, so it's a little bit time-consuming going and putting them in. And it won't take too long. There, if you go a little bit at an angle, you can do it a little bit faster. I've then got to go and... I don't have to switch all the levers at all. I'll go and put the rest of them in, but we won't switch any levers. Ooh. Well, that's no good, is it? I definitely don't want iron bars coming in here. I don't think that's going to work very well. That's one thing that you've got to be careful of when you're building something like this, is the wrong items ending up in the furnace, or the wrong items ending up in the hoppers and that. You have got to be a little bit careful. It doesn't look like we got anything else in the wrong place. Right. I'm not going to turn most of these levers on. They will just stay as they are, so the items will go and pass right through. Which is exactly what we want. So that will run all the way down there like that. And then I'm going to go... Actually, I'm going to go over to this side. I'm going to take the bamboo out the back here. There. And then I'm going to pop a stack in there. I'm going to pop a stack in there. I'm going to pop one in there. Here. And here. So we'll put these levers on like that. I'll go back over to this side again. And I'll take 5 more stacks of bamboo. It could just go... Oh, we don't want any more bamboo, actually. Right, fine. I'll go and put it back over here. And then I can go back into here, and I can actually just pull this out. So I've only got the elytra there. I'll also mend my diamond pickaxe. So if I go in here, there's a whole load I've already repaired. I've 3/4 repaired that one, so I'm just going to flick that one up. And I'm going to go in here. Something very similar. Elytra is completely repaired. And I've hardly put any through here. Like, we'll be able to store up a whole load of XP. Thousands and thousands of XP. And we'll be able to repair everything really quickly and efficiently. So I've got that diamond pickaxe right there. Let's flick that lever. And we've got another lever over here. It's now starting to run some cactus plants through there. I'm going to actually put... axe in my other hand, and then I'm going to do that. And then I'll do it in here. Fantastic. Alright, I'll leave the rest. Yeah, I'll leave that just as it is. So I've now done my repair work, which means I can fly again. I'll pick you up. I did wonder why I couldn't get off the ground. That was, like, very confusing as to why I couldn't do my flying around. I seem to remember something about a noise at one point there, but I didn't really pay any attention. So I've just got to figure this bit out. So we'll just put up a few over here. We'll also do a few over this side for a minute. Like that, and then we can scramble up here like this. So I'm just going to break that one off, and then I'll put a few out that way. That's as far as that one can go. Actually, you know what? Just put them out like that, and it just keeps going. I love this stuff. It's brilliant. Look at that. How awesome is that? And I can break those two like that. I'll come over this side and... connect them up as well. So now I've got me a building platform all the way along here. It's really easy to use. So we'll start off by breaking these out like this. There, and then I can work my way back through, breaking them all down like this. And while I'm under here, I can also start moving some of that glowstone. Oops. Yeah, okay. Great stuff, this, isn't it? This is an accident waiting to happen. Let's put that out over there, shall we? Right. And that one. Okay, so what I want to do from here is I actually want to get the midpoint, and I'll have 2 lines of hoppers coming out of here, and then they'll meet out right here in the middle. So we've got a line of 32 of these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's the 2 middle ones right there. Right, well, if I put hopper on that one there like that, I can then go and put one next to it. So I know that we're not going to be able to get it directly in the middle. It's just not something that we can do, unfortunately, but we can do it like this. So that one's going to come out to that point. We will then put our unloader under there. So I'll go and do the same over the other side, and then I will work my way back through. I'm also going to change all of these lights. And then we can build our unloader. That will go into an item stream here. And that item stream is literally going to go... She's going to take it back this way. It's going to go backwards. It's going to go over here, and then it will run down into the ground right here. So it will drop down here, and it's going to go in a straight line down over there towards the underground area, and then it will come out of the item stream and into hoppers and chests. So it's got to come directly into the roof of the building over here in order for this to work properly, and go right into the very side of it. So I want the items to be there, and I want them to be directly in line, so I can see there is my line, and that's going to be my center hopper right on there. It's going to come over this way. It's going to go right through there. So let me just dig down a couple of blocks right here. The item stream is going to be there, which means that this one that I'm standing on is where the ice is going to be. And then it will come out and it will come round, and let me jump down here and grab that. So that's where the ice is going to be, and then it will just come out, and then that item stream is going to... Is it going to go along that wall? No. That item stream is going to come out. It's going to go along that wall there, and then it's going to turn, and it's going to go along that wall there. It's going to go the full length of the wall, and then from there, I'm going to have chests coming down, and I'll snake them down, so I've only got to pick up the stuff in the bottom, rather than having to pick up stuff out of every chest in order to empty them. At least I think I will. I don't know about that bit. I haven't fully made up my mind yet. Alrighty then, I'm going to give a little bit of an update. Sen's not here for this. We've just kind of, we've been doing some work over the weekend. We've done a little bit here. We've added 2 more layers to the cactus farm over there, and we're hoping to add a few more layers on top of that. We've got a nice few cactus plants coming up through now. I've redirected the bamboo line at the top, and I've changed this around ever so slightly. This means that I don't have to have the bamboo thing running continuously. I'll be able to leave it. I'm going to AFK it tonight. I'll go up there into my little hidey hole up there, and I will let that one run. And what this will do is it will give me 2 full chests of bamboo, plus 3 hoppers as well, which is another 15 slots. We mustn't forget that there is a number of slots in each hopper. Actually, no, there's another one up there. So there's 20 slots from that. And then you've got another 54 slots from the 2 chests. So we have got quite a few slots. 54, that's 108, plus the 20 is 128, plus the one in there is 129 stacks of bamboo. Will now be able to go into every single furnace. And so once that has all been completely filled up, it means that then we don't have to have the bamboo farm running for a while. We can just leave it. And then if we're around here, the cactus farm just runs anyway. You don't need to that one doesn't switch on and off. It just runs. And so that one will keep going, and we will slowly accumulate XP in here. Now, Sen already did just take a little bit out of a couple of these and completely repaired 2 shovels and a pick. A few other bits. She was just putting out the coal down there to get XP, and I said, well, come up here. Try this one out. We've finished this. It's all done. It's ready to go. And, yeah, just 2 furnaces she was able to top up completely. So we'll allow all of this to fill up with bamboo tonight. It'll run overnight, and we will have the cactus farm's going to be expanded still further. Down under here, I put in a water stream for the dye, and I put in the little machine that we looked at over there. This is now working completely. It's working really well. It's all tested. So the item drops down into here. Get the dye, it drops down into the water stream down there. It runs all the way along over here and into the house in here. I've got a little bit of storage in here. I believe it's 37 chests long, and there are 6 chests in each stack. So total storage in here is slightly ridiculous. Actually, you know what? I'm going to work this out. So you got the 54 stacks that you can put in a double chest. We've got 6 double chests, plus the 30 stacks that will go into the 6 hoppers that run all the way down through here. That makes 354 stacks, and we get 64 pieces of bamboo in a stack. So one single line on this is going to give us 22,656 pieces of green dye. I think, as I said, it's 36, 37 long. Let's just say 36. So if we times that by 36, that gives us 815,616 pieces of green dye. So in order to be able to make use of these pieces of green dye, what we're going to want is some villagers down underneath that we can trade with. And you probably guessed that's what the emeralds are for. I've set up a little bit over here where I can start utilizing some of the villagers that we've got. We've got large quantity of villagers. The villager breeder is actually working really well. We've got a large selection in there of various different villagers. Why are you over on the side there? That piece is right. He's inside the glass. Okay. It was quite crowded in there. So what I've got in here is I've got a little system set up. We'll show you. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.